How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I hope you had a great holiday season. I wanted to come up with this video because there's been some big NNDM news. They are registering for another direct share offering, and this one's going to be a big one. This is going to be for 33.33 million shares. This is going to give them 250 million in cash. I want to cover it so that you have an idea of what's going on, why they're doing this, what I think will happen to the share price in the short term, what ARK Invest has been doing because they've actually been buying a lot more shares recently. It's becoming a very large position in one of their portfolios compared to what it used to be. And I wanted to cover all that for you. I have been having some technical difficulties, so my face is not going to be in the middle of this video, so please stay through to the end. For some reason, when my face isn't there, people don't watch as long, so please watch through to the end. This is actually my fourth time trying to record it on my new phone, so I don't know what's going on. But if you guys want to support, you can hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. You can check out the link down below to Webull to get those 4 free stocks. Just deposit $100. And if you want to know what I'm buying and selling in real time, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. So I really appreciate all that. Again, a little bit frustrating, but I want you guys to get this information. We're taking a look at Nano Dimensions today. They just issued a $250 million direct offering. So this might not come as a surprise to a lot of investors in NNDM because they have issued a lot of shares recently. They have about, as I understand, about 138 million shares right now. They are pricing in another 33.33 million shares at about $7.50. Now, this is significantly less than what it trades at now. The stock trades at about $9. So overall, this will help them build up their cash by about $250 million. Now, this is interesting because they've been building up a lot of cash recently. They've been diluting shares a lot. They had this $180 million direct offering, $60 million direct offering, and this was all planned out. They had talked about this. Here's another 100. So they've been building up cash a lot. They've been saying that this is going towards research and development. This is not really going to increase sales in the short term. They're trying to build the best product. It seems like every time we get the stock offering, the stock drops, right? It drops down and we see some type of decrease. Now, that doesn't last for very long. A lot of people seem to buy in after that, and it's caused the stock price to go up. I mean, we've seen it go from $1.40 all the way up over 520%. So I think short term, this could cause a little bit of a pullback because I don't think this one is planned out. I could be wrong. I'm not an investor in NNDM, but $250 million and for something that's $1.50 less than what they're getting on the market right now, it seems a little bit drastic, especially with this amount. They're diluting by about 25% of their shares, just short of that. So to see them do that, if you don't know what NNDM does, I guess in general, it's a 3D printing company, and we've covered it a couple times on this channel. They have kind of a cult following now because, again, they went from a $1.30 stock up to over a $10 stock a few days ago. So I think we'll probably see a little bit of a pullback short term, probably see it continue to go up long term because we haven't seen investors really get worried about these direct offerings. Now, this is diluting shares a lot though. I mean, we're going to have, now we had about 138 million. Now we have about 170 million shares. So everything's diluted every single time they do this, obviously, which will cause the earnings to be significantly less per share. Now, just taking a look at what ARK Invest has been doing, they have been continuously buying shares, and they've been buying on dips. You can see whenever it's dipped hard, they bought more. Whenever it's dipped hard, they bought more. And then they've been constantly building up their position since then. And their weighting has gone up a lot too. Now it's 2.5% of their portfolio. Even just a week ago, it was 2%. And you can see a while ago, it was barely any of their portfolio. I mean, we're talking 0.5%. And this is after they had been buying it for weeks. So now this is becoming a pretty significant part of their ARKQ portfolio. They have over $40 million worth. That is about 3 to 4% of the company. Now, again, I think short term, this will cause a major pullback. I would be cautious about this. Now, I'm not saying to go out and sell it, especially because of taxes. And I'm sure a lot of people are up a lot, especially if you invested a lot in the company and have been holding. But I would be ready for that because I think this will cause a short-term pullback. I could be wrong. Always, just like always, do your own research. Take it with a grain of salt. But as far as I remember, we have seen pullbacks after this has happened. But long-term, I think this is probably fine for the company. We're not earning anything now, so anything that can help us in the research and development phase, anything that can push us forward to becoming the best product possible, I think is going to be important. And if you remember, just looking at this, ARK Invest has not been selling at all when they've been building up this cash. They have not been selling at all. They've just been buying more and more and more. So I think that is something to be considered. Now, they say this is going to be used for working capital and for other general corporate purposes and pursuing strategic opportunities, including possible business combination transactions. The closing of this direct offering will take place on or about December 30, so that's another date to keep in mind. And if we take a look at their next earnings report, we can see it probably will take a while because we didn't get third quarter earnings until November 12. So I wouldn't be expecting this until mid-February. So that's something to consider too. Another just important date on the horizon. Now, I am not a shareholder in an NDM. I have not bought it. I've been covering it for a long time, so it would have been nice. I have been buying some other stocks though that have done quite well. So if you guys want to know exactly what I'm buying and selling, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. I would do your own research on this. I think that it is probably good that they're building up cash. Now, I'm not sure why they need all this cash because they really have no revenue at all. But we've seen the price just continuously push up every time that they've done this. So if you're an investor, I don't know. I wouldn't be too concerned just for the fact that it doesn't seem to matter what they do, how much they bring in or anything like that. We've seen it just go up, green, green, green. We can see on the 5 day it's been positive, significant amount. I mean, just 5 days we're up 28%. On the month, we're also positive, up 37%. No matter what you look at for this year, really, we're up positive. I want to bring this to you guys as quickly as possible. This just came out about an hour ago, so hopefully this helps. Hopefully this puts this in your mind for tomorrow in case you see some big swings in the stock price. Hopefully you guys like this. If you guys do, please leave a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already done that. So thank you guys so much for watching through to the end. It means a lot, especially because I've had all those technical difficulties. If you guys want to check out the link down below to Webull, you can do that, get those free stocks. You can check out the link down below to Patreon if you want that too, to see exactly what I'm buying and what I'm selling. And if you want, there's a video here that I'll show on the end screen that is about a company that I'm going to buy tomorrow. It's a really interesting company. Definitely check out this video here. Thanks.